In the natural world, danger does not always rise from the ground. Sometimes, it descends from the sky. They turn the open sky into a strategic advantage, where even the smallest mistake can be detected. From breathtaking dives to perfectly timed approaches, every move is carefully calculated. In that world, is any creature ever truly safe beneath the vast open sky? Birds of prey are among nature's most important links. With more than 500 species adapted to different environments, they dominate a wide range of habitats. Each group follows its own strategy, from watching patiently overhead to choosing the perfect moment to move in. They are more than hunters. They also help maintain the natural balance of wildlife populations. That remarkable precision is what makes the sky a realm of order, balance, and constant challenge. Seagulls glide effortlessly above the waves with a graceful, familiar presence. Their calls had become one of the signature sounds of busy harbors. Yet behind that ordinary appearance is a seabird full of remarkable surprises. As omnivores, seagulls adjust their diet with the seasons, rocky shores, and the tides. They feed on fish, small birds, rodents, or whatever washes onto the beach. With sharp eyesight and a wingspan exceeding 5 feet in the largest species, they survey both the water and the shoreline. At freshwater lakes, an isolated duckling or pigeon can quickly draw their attention. One low glide, one perfectly timed approach, and the calm surface erupts in an instant. The encounter lasts only a moment, just long enough to turn a peaceful lake into a scene of sudden movement. Their advantage comes not only from boldness, but also from a body built to seize opportunity. Flexible jaw joints allow seagulls to swallow surprisingly large prey, even a wild rabbit weighing about 3 pounds. Out over the ocean, when schools of fish rise near the surface, seagulls gather into a swirling white cloud. One after another, they descend in rapid succession, leaving the fish confused and scattered. Their remarkable cunning reaches its peak along the cliffs of the Atlantic, where puffins return carrying fish to their nests. Seagulls wait silently like white silhouettes against the gray rock. The moment a puffin touches down, a sky pirate swoops in and claims the catch right outside the burrow. In the natural world, they resemble a cold, organized mafia, taking advantage of every opportunity that appears. Along the sun-baked sands of the Nile River, a rare alliance quietly unfolds. A pair of water-thick knees nests on the ground near the nesting site of a Nile crocodile. Weighing only about 10 ounces, they are small, but their large eyes detect movement long before danger arrives. That choice is not reckless. A Nile crocodile can weigh more than 1,000 pounds, and its presence along the water's edge is enough to make most intruders think twice. For the small birds, it provides a natural layer of protection. But when the crocodile leaves the shore to regulate its body temperature, that protective gap quickly opens. From the riverbank, a Nile monitor measuring nearly 6 feet in length follows the scent across the sand, slowly approaching the nest. The tension rises as the distance steadily closes. At that very moment, the thick knees burst up from the sand. They spread their wings, race low across the ground, and perform a deliberate distraction display. The sudden burst of movement causes the intruder to hesitate, while also alerting the nearby water. The crocodile returns, restoring the protective boundary around the nesting area. Each species plays a different role, yet together they create an effective defense. Along the Nile, survival sometimes belongs to those that choose the right moment and place their trust in a remarkable partnership. In the animal kingdom, the eagle stands as a remarkable example of power shaped by exceptional biology. Positioned near the top of the food chain, its binocular-like vision transforms the sky into a vast observation platform. With a wingspan exceeding 7 feet, it masters rising air currents to create breathtaking hunting flights. That extraordinary ability becomes even more impressive in the world's harshest environments. Along the steep cliffs of the Alps, a golden eagle uses talons capable of generating about 400 pounds per square inch of gripping force to challenge mountain goats many times heavier than itself. By combining gravity with the rugged terrain, it forces its opponent off balance during an intense pursuit. Deep within misty forests, the harpy eagle demonstrates remarkable spatial awareness and precision. It slips effortlessly through narrow openings in the forest canopy, locks onto its target, and reaches a monkey moving through the branches within moments. That precision turns the dense rainforest into a natural tactical advantage. Its remarkable adaptation is equally evident when facing snakes. Legs protected by tough, armored scales help reduce the risk from sudden defensive strikes before the eagle quickly regains the advantage. Every movement is efficient, precise, and free of wasted effort. Beneath its powerful wings, the eagle remains one of nature's enduring symbols of strength and authority. Its presence helps maintain balanced wildlife populations, supporting the long-term stability of the natural world. Across the harsh landscapes of Africa, survival demands extraordinary adaptation. The woven nests of weaver birds are a remarkable example of that resilience. Suspended upside down from tree branches dozens of feet above the ground, these finely woven structures seem to defy gravity. In an ever-changing environment, their remarkable design becomes the first line of defense. Yet the treetops are never completely peaceful. The boomslang, a tree-dwelling snake measuring about 5 feet in length, moves gracefully along the branches in search of food. As it approaches the nest, the intricate woven fibers and narrow entrance become a major obstacle. That brief delay creates a valuable opportunity for the tiny nest owners. From the surrounding canopy, alarm calls ring out one after another. The parent birds immediately swoop in, coordinating repeated passes from several directions. Individually, they are small, but their teamwork creates enough pressure to drive the intruder away. It is a powerful reminder that cooperation can overcome the limits of size. Protecting the next generation is never easy. Through remarkable natural engineering and an unwavering instinct to defend one another, weaver birds overcome one challenge after another. Across the vast African savanna, the future of a species is often shaped by unity, resilience, and the determination to never give up. Pelicans are among the largest water birds on Earth, distinguished by a wingspan of about 10 feet and a body weight of around 30 pounds. Their most recognizable feature is the enormous pouch beneath the bill, capable of holding nearly 3 gallons of water. That remarkable adaptation turns pelicans into silent fishermen across vast stretches of open water. Every feeding journey demands extraordinary endurance. From their nesting islands, pelicans may fly dozens of miles in search of fish for the next generation. Over the ocean, brown pelicans scan the water from about 60 feet above before folding their wings and plunging downward, using the force of the dive and their expandable throat pouch to scoop up fish. In shallow water, American white pelicans rely on a different strategy. They form a line, beat their wings across the surface, and gently herd schools of fish toward the shore. As the distance closes, their throat pouches open like living nets, capturing the fish while allowing the water to drain away. Yet even calm water can conceal unexpected danger. When a pelican lowers its head to filter its catch, its field of view becomes limited. From below, a crocodile may suddenly surge upward, turning a brief moment of distraction into a dramatic escape. On remote nesting islands, pelicans typically raise 2 to 3 chicks. Yet competition begins surprisingly early, even within the nest itself. Across the wild, survival has never been a gift freely given. In East Africa, the shoebill appears like a creature from a prehistoric world. Standing nearly 5 feet tall, with an almost motionless posture and a calm, unwavering gaze, this remarkable waterbird commands attention not through noise, but through extraordinary patience. Unlike predators that rely on speed, the shoebill chooses to wait. Its massive bill, measuring nearly 1 foot long, becomes a remarkably precise tool in murky water. It can stand perfectly still for hours, blending into the reeds like a living statue while waiting for lungfish, eels, and water snakes to surface for air. Even the slightest ripple is enough to trigger its carefully restrained response. In the harsh wetlands, survival does not always belong to the fastest. It belongs to those that know how to master time. During the breeding season, each pair of shoebills typically raises only 1 chick, making every opportunity for survival especially valuable. Dawn breaks across the wilderness, awakening the survival instincts of the African wild dogs. Their target is identified in an instant as the distance quickly disappears and the formation closes without a gap. Even the most formidable solitary predators remain cautious of such disciplined teamwork. What truly allows them to control the battlefield? Strength or intelligence? The wildebeest herds of East Africa are a symbol of endurance, with adults weighing about 550 pounds. They travel in massive herds, relying on safety in numbers across the vast savanna. Yet amid the swirling dust and endless movement, African wild dogs, among the most successful hunters in the animal kingdom, carefully track every step. For them, the Great Migration is more than a journey of survival. It is a strategic contest shaped by patience, endurance, and teamwork. Rather than relying on a sudden ambush, the wild dogs turn each pursuit into a test of stamina and discipline. Instead of charging into the center of the herd, they spread into an offset formation, gradually encouraging older and weaker animals to drift away from the main group. As the vulnerable individual begins to lose momentum, the pressure steadily increases. With deep chests and exceptional endurance, the wild dogs maintain a speed of about 30 miles per hour, forcing the wildebeest to expend more energy with every stretch of the chase. As the distance steadily closes, the pursuit reaches its conclusion, providing a valuable source of nourishment and demonstrating the extraordinary power of perfect teamwork. Baboons are primates with a complex social structure. They live in disciplined troops led by dominant males. They make their homes on high cliffs, creating strong natural defenses. As highly intelligent omnivores, baboons combine foraging for plants with adaptable hunting behavior to survive. The pressure of raising their young during the lean season forces a pack of African wild dogs to expand its hunting range. The pack pushes deeper into the edges of dense forests. At the crossing of well-traveled paths, it encounters a troop of baboons on high alert. The atmosphere immediately grows tense as both sides watch one another while carefully keeping their distance. Facing adult male baboons armed with canine teeth nearly 2 inches long, the wild dogs cannot afford to rush. Against opponents that climb with ease and react with remarkable speed, they choose a strategy of spreading the troop apart to create openings. A few dogs move forward to draw attention. Meanwhile, the others quietly circle toward the flanks. The balance shifts only when a young baboon falls behind and drifts beyond the group's protective circle. Seizing that brief opportunity, the wild dogs accelerate, complete the hunt, and quickly withdraw. In the wilderness, one animal's mistake becomes another's chance to survive. The African elephant is the largest land animal on Earth, renowned for its intelligence and remarkable maternal bonds. An adult can weigh around 12,000 pounds and stand about 11 feet tall, creating an awe-inspiring presence across the open savanna. Under normal conditions, African wild dogs rarely challenge such enormous animals. However, when food becomes scarce under harsh conditions, the pressure to survive forces them to consider far more difficult targets. Along familiar game trails, the pack approaches with a series of feints, constantly testing the elephant's reactions. The herd immediately forms a living wall, guiding the calves into the safety of the center. Whenever the distance begins to close, the adult elephants step forward, swing their trunks, and apply enough pressure to drive the predators back. The wild dogs quickly spread out, keeping a safe distance to avoid unnecessary risk. Recognizing that no clear opportunity has emerged, the pack continues to observe and adjust its strategy. Even an adult elephant that leaves the herd to drink is far from an easy target. After several minutes of unsuccessful attempts, the pack chooses to withdraw and conserve its energy. In the wild, knowing when to stop can be a victory in itself. For elephants, their greatest strength lies in the enduring unity of the herd. The African wetlands are where some of the harshest hunting routes intersect. In the Okavango, a pack of African wild dogs, renowned for their endurance, comes to the water to quench its thirst beneath the relentless heat. Hidden beneath the murky surface, however, a Nile crocodile weighing more than 1,000 pounds lies perfectly still, turning the shallow water into an ideal ambush site. As thirst grows stronger, the The instinct to survive gradually outweighs caution. A single misstep in the muddy bank is enough for the water to suddenly erupt. The crocodile lunges with a bite force of about 3,700 pounds per square inch, leaving the wild dog's agility unable to provide its usual advantage. The wetland's calm is instantly replaced by churning water and mounting chaos. At the critical moment, the remaining members of the pack react without hesitation. Through swift reflexes and coordinated teamwork, they pull their companion clear of the water's edge just in time. Having missed its opportunity, the crocodile slowly slips back into the deeper water. The encounter comes to an end, leaving the pack with a clear reminder that caution is never wasted. African wild dogs require a protein-rich diet to sustain the energy needed for their constantly active lifestyle. Across the vast savanna, antelope provide about 80% of their daily nutritional needs. This energy-rich food source allows the pack to maintain exceptional endurance, remarkable speed, and outstanding teamwork. As they move along grassy trails, they approach herds of grazing antelope. Their mottled coats help them close the distance without being easily detected. An impala becomes the focus and bursts to nearly 50 miles per hour in an attempt to break away. The wild dogs do not rush forward. Instead, they maintain the pursuit to gradually wear down its stamina. The moment the antelope changes direction across uneven ground, the pack closes the circle. However, against a greater kudu weighing about 600 pounds, the strategy quickly shifts to a more cautious encirclement. The pack spreads into a broad line to seal off narrow escape routes. They steadily apply pressure from multiple directions, limiting the animal's ability to maneuver. Even when the kudu enters the water in search of a final escape, it is met by wild dogs that are also highly capable swimmers. Once the advantage turns in their favor, the pack takes control of the situation and brings its reward back to shore. The hunt comes to a close, highlighting the remarkable coordination of a closely bonded team. African wild dogs are among the most resilient hunters of the vast African savanna. Each individual weighs only about 80 pounds, yet the entire pack operates with remarkable discipline. They stand out for their exceptional endurance, consistent speed, and highly coordinated teamwork. Their greatest strength does not come from a single charge, but from the unity of the pack. That is why African wild dogs have become one of the most effective hunters in Africa. Across the vast savanna, lions remain the constant threat that African wild dogs must face every day. Sharing the same food sources and habitat, the two species frequently meet along tense territorial boundaries. The appearance of a single adult male lion weighing more than 400 pounds is enough to completely disrupt the pack's routine. Near a patch of low grass, the lion suddenly appears and interrupts the pack's meal. Its powerful charge immediately scatters the wild dogs in every direction. When the pack leader is forced to the ground, the group's greatest strength, its coordinated teamwork, begins to unravel. Even more concerning, the lion's advance places the young pups at immediate risk as it seeks to eliminate future competition and reinforce its dominance. At this critical moment, instinct takes over. One wild dog quickly steps forward to lead and reunite the scattered pack. They abandon their hard-earned meal and retreat through concealed paths to preserve their core group. From that moment on, the pack becomes more vigilant, travels in tighter formation, and remains ready to scatter whenever the lion approaches. It is a powerful reminder of the balance of life on the savanna, where wisdom must sometimes prevail over pride to ensure the survival of the next generation. After each approach from above, the ground seems to settle back into its natural rhythm. These birds of prey are a reminder that nature rewards those that know how to wait. Every sweep of their wings is more than movement. It is part of the natural order. Beyond the horizon, the wild still holds many more extraordinary encounters to discover. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned so you don't miss the next incredible wildlife survival encounter.